Did you catch me? I think we're on this time.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Echo.
What is it? What is the dude on the boat in Titanic saying when he's like with a?
Is anybody out there?
Is anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Yes. Yeah. And the girl could never say anything. Her throat was frozen.
Man. Yeah, when she didn't let Leo on the door.
And then Leo just floats down, and all of you just go.
But the guys are like, yes.
I remember I hadn't actually seen that full movie until we were at the beach, and we were with Riley's family. OJ had got a condo, and we were all there, and we're all in the living room watching it. People were like, well, y'all were getting ready to go to the beach. And I'm watching it to the end, and I'm just like crying, and I'm trying to cover my face with like the pillow because I didn't want anybody to see me crying.
You're embarrassed.
Yeah, I was embarrassed.
You know what freaks me out is that Bill Paxton comes out in that movie. He's like in the very beginning. They're like in one of those ships that are exploring the Titanic underwater. And then at the end, he comes out because they're all talking to that old lady, right? But Bill Paxton was in that movie, and it was just like a beginning and end. Have you ever seen that Titanic?
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
And I do know that I watch The Young and the Restless, or at least I used to. And they told me that Victor Newman comes out, like he has a little part, like it's got like little cameos and stuff. So
you haven't seen Titanic?
Nope, never seen it. Never seen Avatar.
I've never seen Avatar either.
Me neither.
You need to see Titanic. It's like super good. I mean, it's badass because it takes place, back then. It's cool.
I like the costumes.
Yeah, the costumes.
The whole,
ambiance.
Yeah, and it's really, really cool. It's old school. You know what I mean? The 20s or roaring 20s, right? That's when it happened, right?
Yeah.
Titanic?
Yeah, I think it's...
Look it up. Here we go.
But Bill Paxton comes out in that movie. He's the one that came out in that tornado movie, Twister. He was in Weird Science. Yeah. He was the big brother.
He had a buzz cut.
Yeah, Kelly LeBrock turns him into a pile of crap, right?
Yeah. He was in Tombstone.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and he's dead. He's dead already.
Passed away.
It actually took place it sunk May 31st, 1911.
Okay. Man, that was way before the 20s.
Yeah, they didn't even, it was way before.
Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rockin' Chaz Live number 17.
All right.
We need to think of a 25th anniversary type thing, or 25th.
A special
not
edition.
Anniversary, but 25th episode.
Special edition.
Yeah, special edition. From my PVT Network Studios, and it's brought to you by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men, IV Vitamin Infusion Therapy, Testosterone, COVID Test, Sermorelin. As a matter of fact, we spoke and interviewed one of the main guys at Dr. T's, Juan Galvan, on Tuesday night. So if you haven't seen the interview, check it out. Man, we talk a lot of really great information about all the vitamins and all the supplements that they have to offer to keep you feeling young and revive your libido, your sex life. It's just an amazing place for men to go. And we answered a few questions from the hashtag PVT chat zone. I don't say Chaz zone, but chat zone. And if you want to be in the chat zone, which is always very colorful, just like, subscribe, and share. That's all you need to do. Right? All right, tonight we have a great show ready for you. A rockin' pole that is fit for a king, but made for a queen. The always and fun, interesting Chaz's collectible. Also this week in rock, a car accident that inspired a legendary song happened this week. And in celebrity birthdays, I can't wait for this one, a voluptuous woman. We're always having those voluptuous...
that's kind of like a little teaser.
Yeah.
Like, all I got to do is find a voluptuous woman
with
a hot scene, and it's going to bring in people's attention.
And the last time we had one, it was, what was her name? The girl from Monsters Ball?
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry. And we showed her in her bikini at her middle age. And
then we showed J-Lo.
Yeah.
And that was another one?
Yeah.
So
Dude, this one might be the best one.
I think so, actually. But,
Celebrity birthdays. A voluptuous woman that had one of the most talked about stripper scenes in a movie hits her mid-50s, and I can't wait for that part of the show. Plus, we have the random album, and I think it's my turn, right? My turn to pull
yes,
out?
it is, yeah.
All right, so that's coming up. But right now, let's introduce the world's greatest producer.
Hello.
It says so on a cup she just got.
Hello, hello.
We have
Can you hear me?
Rally. What's up, Rally? How you doing?
Hey, hello, everyone. I do want to show off my brand new cup because you all know I collect cups. And this is from one of our hashtag PBT super fans.
Yeah.
And it says, ooh, let me see, world's greatest producer.
I love
so
that.
Thank you guys so much. Mr. and Mrs. Golina, they send it to us and they send us a couple of things. So thank you guys so much for being so thoughtful and generous and thinking about us. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I like the style of cup. It's like those tin
Yes,
cups that they used to
yes.
have in
And it doesn't
the campfire.
spill.
Yeah.
It doesn't spill. Like it has this little lip right here.
Uh-huh.
I can't wait to use it tomorrow.
It reminds
It's
me
awesome.
of those chuck wagons in the,
I
you know,
love
when
it.
they would do the cattle drives and
I know.
stuff.
It's
They have little
amazing.
cups like that. Really cool.
Thank
All
you.
right. And, well, we got our classic T-shirts. That's what we're doing. What T-shirt do you have on, baby?
Ooh. Okay. I thought we were going to introduce everyone. Sorry.
Oh, no. We
Okay.
do the introductions and the T-shirts all together,
Okay.
no?
So I'm wearing my Rich Piana
Yeah.
5% nutrition t-shirt. And this is him.
Yeah. And every morning he would wake up at 5 a.m. and he'd turn on the camera and he'd say, "Good effing morning."
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I meant to wear this. Does that sound right? Oh my gosh. I was supposed to wear this last week, but I couldn't find it. I believe 3 years ago, last week, he passed away.
Mm-hmm.
So, and his birthday's coming up too. So I thought it was fitting to wear it. So
He was a very
this is Rich
popular,
Piana.
yeah, Rich Piana, very popular bodybuilder that became one of the first bodybuilders to become a YouTube sensation. And he would do a lot of crazy stuff like
Yes.
eat chingos of ice cream, like have ice cream eating contest. He went to In-N-Out with a friend of his, and they had a contest to see who could eat the most doubles.
And his videos on YouTube, they're great. They're
They
like 5-minute
are.
videos, and he gives you a lot of information.
Mm-hmm.
He was Mr. California, and he is jacked, dude. I
Oh, he
mean,
was.
He was. May he rest in peace. And he's the real deal. And
Yeah.
if you don't know about him and you're a fitness freak, look him up.
Well, he would go on these campaigns to gain weight and gain muscle, and then he'd go on another campaign, video campaigns, where he would shred. And you would every day you'd get up and you'd see the video and you'd go along with him. And there was a time when he was trying to get to 325 pounds
Damn.
of weight.
Yeah.
And then from that, he went down to 242 pounds or something or 280 or something,
Yeah.
just to shred and show all the muscle that he gained. And so you'd get up and he'd start in the morning with the pills and all that stuff. And
His supplements and all of that.
And those videos were like 20 minutes long, and you'd watch them. And then when he's trying to gain that weight, every night after they work out, him and his girlfriend would go eat at a fast food joint, man. And then he'd have his Ben and Jerry's ice cream. And there was one show that he did.
We loved watching it.
Yeah,
At night.
there was one show that he did that him and a friend were doing squats.
Okay.
And in between sets, they were like taking shots of tequila until they were totally wasted,
Hi,
bro.
Rich.
It was like,
Of all the exercises to do, squats, like where you need balance.
Yeah. and by the time it was like this much tequila left in the bottle. Look him up, Rich Piana. All his videos are still
I
up.
loved his attitude on life in general.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like, just do it and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Don't let anyone dictate what they want you to do. You just go for it. You do it all out. And
His slogans were
yeah.
like that.
Yep.
One of the slogans is whatever it takes.
Yep.
You do whatever it takes. So, he was one of those guys that, hey, whatever it takes, that's what we're going to do. And I have sort of the same mentality as well. Hey, we got to go do this. Well, whatever it takes, let's get it up. I remember when we were playing in Alice, Texas, and Ray Abrego, our production manager from the band, because I always said we have to have a banner behind us with the name of the band. Because we pull out flags and stuff, people take pictures and then they post them, and people will see that the name of the band's behind us.
Yeah,
I don't know who
marketing.
it is. Yeah. So we were in Alice, and he says, "Hey, Dad, we can't. No podemos poner la banner, bro. No podemos poner." And I look and I go, "Yeah, we can." No, I've tried. I've thought of everything, and no, we can, bro. Let's do something. And so there I am, climbing up the damn, wall.
The girding.
Yeah, and then and we got it up, and then we stood in front of the stage, and he goes, "Wow, man, you were able to put it up." I go, "Dude, whatever it takes."
You're like, I will not be denied.
Whatever it takes.
No me ganas.
Yeah.
No.
No me ganas.
No.
And that's the way we are, folks. That's the way we are with
All of
everything we
us.
do. Just like this show. I mean, it's evolved. This whole network has evolved. So that's whatever. And Rich Piana was just like that. I guess that's why we were so
Attracted to
him.
him.
Yeah. All right, Felicia, how you doing, sweetheart?
I'm doing good. Doing good. Can't complain.
And how's your classic T-shirt? What are you wearing?
I'm wearing a Wonder Woman 1984 T-shirt.
Yeah.
Is that what was her name? Linda Carter?
No.
She was the original one, right?
Well, that's a movie that's going to come out.
Yeah, it's gonna come out in October.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
New
It's
one,
going to
yeah.
come out.
Is it the same girl that came out in a movie that just came out a few years back?
Yeah, Gil Gadot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gil Gadot or
I didn't.
Gal Gadot.
Gil Gadot.
I didn't get to see it. I heard it was really good.
I actually didn't get to see the whole movie. I saw parts of it, but I mean, it seemed pretty good.
Yeah. Well, Linda Carter's probably one of the most recognizable and famous.
Wow, she was
Classic.
5'9" or 5'10", half Mexican, half Anglo, all goddess.
Yeah.
And man, she is one of my longtime crushes, Linda Carter. Linda with a Y.
Yeah.
And I always wish, I wish she had made a movie with Christopher Reeve. Like
Superman,
Wonder Woman, that would have made a ton of money.
and the Hulk,
And throwing Lou Ferrigno.
just like they're doing
I
nowadays.
know.
But I think it depends, because some are DC characters and others are Marvel characters.
Yeah, but they're both DC.
Yeah.
I remember back, I used to buy comics. There were comics that would cross over.
Yeah.
And they'd put two of those together. I guess there was some sort of deal that they came
Right,
up
it
with.
was a special edition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, imagine Lou Ferrigno, Linda Carter, and who was the other guy you were talking about?
Christopher
And
Reeve.
Christopher Reeve coming out on a movie together.
Throw in Adam West. Who cares?
Yeah,
Go
Adam
for
West.
it.
Yeah, Batman.
Go for it.
Yeah, no, that would have been great. But no, they didn't think about that till they came up with computer graphics. So, all right. Charlie, Chaz, what do you got on, man?
Well, speaking of comic characters, I'm in the same league with Fish here. I got a comic book character. I got the
Dude.
Punisher.
Yeah.
Check it out, baby.
Ooh, that's nice.
That's like sewn. Oh, it's got pockets.
What? That's super cool.
I love it.
Wow, bro.
You can hide your toys in there.
Yeah, my
The
my
little micro
candies.
ones. The little,
The little
ones.
micro ones.
You know the candies that are they're called sixlets or sixtets. They're like little candies.
Sixlets.
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 Yeah, I'm gonna put them in there.
Yes. Oh my God. I remember.
Are those the
candies.
ones that are like little square, little
little
round,
circles.
the little
Like little-
circle?
yeah.
Yeah.
Those are my favorites.
Or the little ones that have they're like crunchy chocolates. They're like those little long little strips, and they're little bolitas of crunchy chocolate with colored.
Andale, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, flavor. Yeah.
I have comics from the 80s of the Punisher, and man, they were violent.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't an ongoing comic where they had to keep it going. It was just like a miniseries, so he could kill a bunch of people.
Yeah.
It didn't matter because it didn't have to continue.
Did you see the Netflix?
I did,
Dude, it's
that
great.
was awesome.
I loved it.
I heard it was like kind of gruesome.
It's very gruesome.
Yeah.
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 And the actor that they got for the Punisher, perfect.
Yeah.
I forgot his name.
I heard he's from the Living Dead, or what's the name of that?
Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead. I heard he comes out on that.
Yeah, and I like that he has a broken nose. It gives him, it makes him look legit, you know.
Yeah. On the second season, at the beginning, he's like at a redneck bar,
Okay.
and Shooter Jennings is playing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
And he's doing a lot of cool songs that I like. I was like, wow, he's doing this song on the show. But I really liked, because they had made those Punisher movies before, They had one where they had
There was one with Dolph Lundgren,
yeah.
and then there was another one called Punisher Warzone, and I think there was even another one.
There was one that was real comic bookish.
Yeah.
And it was Kevin Nash was in it.
Oh,
he's like a blonde dude.
Yeah, he plays a Russian guy.
Yeah, and he's like they get into a big fight and destroy a whole apartment while his friends are on the other side cooking.
Yeah.
La da da da, singing. You know, they're doing that Italian music. And but I didn't really like those. I didn't like those movies. The ones on Netflix was great.
It was better, yeah.
The one on Netflix is like what the Dark Knight Batman series is
A little bit of an edge.
compared to the first
Yeah.
Batman movies. You know, they were real comic.
Yeah.
Now I saw. Speaking of Batman, I'm getting off topic here a little bit. I saw a trailer for a new Batman movie coming out.
Oh,
and-
yeah,
and
with
I-
Robert
Robert
Pattinson?
Pattinson.
Yeah.
is it supposed to be the Riddler?
No, it's Penguin.
Oh, it's Penguin.
And you know who's playing him? You wouldn't even know who it was.
Who?
Because he looks so different.
Who?
Colin Farrell.
Really?
Yeah.
From what I saw, it's Colin Farrell, but he's just got a bunch of makeup on.
Yeah, you're right, yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing that. But the beginning, he says a little riddle. I thought it's the Riddler.
I mean, there may be more than one villain, but I know for sure it's the Penguin's one
Yeah.
of them. Yeah.
Yeah, and I like those because you know that's where the Dark Knight, the Legend of the Dark Knight, is where there's more violence, there's death. You know, there's all that.
It's a little more graphic.
Yeah.
It's not so...
Yeah, I like in the trailer when they ask him, "Who are you?" and he goes, "I'm vengeance."
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's gonna be
Well,
dark.
the comic book is great too. I was a big fan of the Legend of the Dark Knight series. Compared to the regular comic bookish
Right,
Batman,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Yeah, because the storylines were just so much better and realistic.
So, little sidebar. So Kevin Nash was in that Punisher movie, and so was John Travolta. And Kevin Nash told the story that when he met John Travolta, this is from Kevin Nash, that John Travolta went up to him and he was like, "Wow, you're in really good shape." And he put his hand on his back and he slowly slid it. And Kevin Nash was just like, "A la Mo!" Like, this guy's coming on to me.
Le pegó Saturday Night Fever at
Yeah.
Kevin Nash. And then did John Travolta look at him and say, "You're the one that I want"?
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
I always hit the wrong one.
Thank you. Good night.
You're the one that I want, darling. Hoo, hoo, hoo.
No, but there was like a rumor one time about John Travolta being like.
Yeah,
Right?
that's why when they asked Kevin Nash about that, like, "Hey, did you ever?" He was like, "Okay, let me tell you a story."
Yeah.
And then he told that story.
All right.
So what are you wearing?
I'm wearing a shirt. You know, remember I was telling you that I have so many tour shirts
Yes.
from shows I've never been to?
Yes.
Because friends, they like bring me one. And so Jax Phoenix and Snake Savage from Venomous, the band Venomous, they went to Las Vegas together and they were really excited. It was the first time they ever went. So they decided to go see Aerosmith at, because, you know, they had residency over there. So I told them, "Hey, tráeme una shirt, güey, yo te pago, you know, toda la feria." Usually my friends, they bring a shirt and I'll give them the money for it. Or I'll tell them, "Hey, bring me a shirt." Now you can just Facebook them the money or whatever, right? But they brought me this shirt. And it was in one of the other closets because we have like every closet in the bed, in the house is filled with clothes.
Yes.
And so there's some shirts like in my walk-in closet. You can't, I mean, the shirts are like, you can barely see them because there's so many.
Right? Like, what shirt is this? Prying open. Like,
Yeah.
Yes,
And then
it is.
I've gone through some t-shirts. Like my brother Johnny came in and he said, "Hey, you got any shirts, man?" "Yeah, man." I pulled some. And then by the following week, I was there again like that, dude, because I get so many t-shirts. And I keep them and I'm like, I'll wear this one day again.
Yeah.
I have a t-shirt from like, I don't know what year, dude. It was like from, what was the name of that bar that was in Sherryland? Smoking Aces.
right?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
They would have a barbecue, show, and we were gonna play there. So I have it there. Maybe I'll wear it next Thursday,
Yeah,
dude.
you should.
Yeah, it's an old
It's a
school.
classic
Yeah,
tee.
it's a classic tee. It is. So I'm wearing this Aerosmith that Jax Phoenix and Snake Savage, who are currently living in a groovy bachelor pad with a swimming pool.
I know.
And spending thousands of dollars.
They're living the life right now.
These guys are just like, they're like Motley Crue, dude. That's the lifestyle they have.
They got
Rockstar lifestyle.
Corvettes, motorcycles. I'm like, who are these guys? Swimming pools,
pit bulls, and pigs.
I know.
In their yard. I mean, they got a pig running around the house.
They do.
These guys are crazy, man, but they're awesome. Check them out on social media, Venomous in capital letters, and they put on a great show. They're a lot of fun to watch when they perform, but obviously they haven't been playing in a while. So that is our classic T-shirts that we've got. I think we've got some fans that sent some pictures in.
Yes, we do. This is our hashtag PBT Classic Tees from the fans, and this is super duper amazing. We have our little Miss Jaislyn Borjas. She's wearing an Aaliyah Try Again T-shirt, and she looks adorable.
She's so cute.
Super duper cute. I like the little messy bun that she has. I love it.
Yeah.
And then we have Leticia Tellez from Rankin, Texas. Big fans. And she's wearing the Rolling Stones, I believe it's his 1975 U.S. tour. So that one's super cool. She looks super beautiful in it.
That's
and
awesome.
earlier, speaking of Shooter Jennings, we have Joey Garcia from Floresville, Texas. And he's wearing an amazing Shooter Jennings t-shirt, and he's with Shooter Jennings.
Yeah.
That is awesome. That's an awesome shirt.
Dude, I want to meet you. That Shooter Jennings shirt is great. Let me just say, Leticia looks wonderful in that.
Does.
She's golly, man.
She's styling her profile.
Yeah.
I love her hat.
We
I
were
love
talking
her hat.
about voluptuous women coming up later on in the show, man. She looks great in that show, in that Rolling Stone shirt. 1973 of 75 U.S. tour. But that little girl, my goodness.
cute.
Mira nomás que chula. Wow.
I want to say she's the daughter of Jason Borjas. Remember the guy that submitted the Emilio Navaja t-shirt?
Yeah.
I want to say it's them. I want to say.
Oh, man.
She's adorable.
She's
Jason's
adorable.
cute.
Wow.
So thank you all so much, Joey, Jaislyn, and Leticia, for submitting your hashtag PBT Classic Tees from the fans.
That is
Thank
totally
you.
awesome, man. Hey, by the way, our Patreon club, why don't you join it? A $25 pledge gets you a special hashtag PBT t-shirt and sticker. Right now, we're out of stickers, so we're sending koozies. So right now is probably the best time to join.
Nice.
And you'll have a chance at winning in our hashtag PBT weekly drawing for prizes. We do weekly drawings. As a matter of fact, we got a new shirt. Every Tuesday, I do the Tetera Tuesday mix. Puro acordionazo, right? So I'm always doing the air accordion.
Yeah,
So
I saw that.
Yeah, I created.
At first, I thought it was a corn. I go, what's up with the corn? Oh, and then you started going.
Yeah.
It's an accordion.
Yeah, it's an accordion.
Like daughter, like that. Like father, like daughter.
So when I play accordion abuse, you just do this, right? So we give these out, like if you win them, if you're a part of the Patreon. But you can also purchase them. We have small, medium, large, extra large, 2XL, and a few 3XL for the big boys and girls, which you could do.
That'd be a huge accordion.
Yeah.
A 3XL accordion?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. You can Cash App us $30, and in the Cash App message, put the size of the t-shirt and your address. All right. The Cash App is $ Rock and Roll James. Okay. And thank you to Vanessa Trevino and Rufus Trevino. They've already got their shirts heading to them. And all the other people that ordered shirts, we just have so many. Tuesday, we must have gone through like 35, 40 shirts right away.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Wow. That's a lot of mailing stuff.
Yeah. It's work, but it's worth the work, man. People, I know the feeling people get when they get something in the mail, and then they put it on.
I have always loved getting stuff in the mail.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Earlier, Felipe Menchaca was like, I can't wait to get my shirt. I can't wait to get my shirt. So they were extremely, extremely excited about that.
Yeah. All right. So we also have Venmo at Rock and Roll James. Okay. And something I failed to mention, if you do join our Patreon at a $25 pledge, make sure to send us a message on Patreon with your t-shirt size and address, so we won't have to be hunting you down, and we can send you your stuff as soon as possible. Because if you don't put it, then we have to message you back, and then you have to message us back, so it takes a lot longer. Okay, so there you go. All right, so now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Rockin' Chaz Rockin' Poll. Yeah. So,
Good question this week, Ron.
yeah.
This is a tough one.
Yeah, back in 1946, Queen frontman Freddie Mercury is born as Farrokh Bulsara in Zanzibar, which is a set of islands off the coast of Africa. He would have been 74 this week, but he died in 1991 from complications of AIDS or from AIDS. So one of the greatest frontmen in rock and roll and pop music history.
Very unique guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he really did his own thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's been no one like him since.
And I was thinking, like, the rest of the band, Queen, I mean, those guys were just pretty much following his lead, right? Because,
Well, when you have him, that's the smartest thing to do. Just follow his lead and go for it.
yeah. And so, I mean, he has been one of the greatest performers, the piano, the vocals, the strutting on stage. I mean, this guy was the epitome of a rock and roll star. And just amazing. You saw the movie, right, Fish?
Yeah, I saw it in theaters.
What did you think about it? I mean, you didn't grow up with him, or
I didn't grow up with him, but like I said, I think I had mentioned it last time that Remy, the guy that played him, like it was like I was watching him, like actual Freddie Mercury. He did such a good job, and it was such a great movie. Like the whole thing. I think they basically covered most of what happened in his life.
Yeah.
You know how sometimes movies don't really go into depth of certain parts of their life that
Yeah.
are actually the most important? Well, this movie did. It went into a lot of different details and it covered basically everything that happened.
Yeah.
So it was really interesting. Like everything was great.
I've yet to see it. I need to check it out.
You should.
You
need to
should see it.
You need to see. It's called Bohemian Rhapsody, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, watch Flash Gordon. So,
Okay.
the Queen soundtrack.
So the question is, what is your favorite Queen song? Let's start with Rally over there. What's up, baby?
Hello. Hold on. My favorite Queen song is Crazy Little Thing Called Love.
Oh, man, I love
that song.
Off the album The Game.
I love it.
That album, The Game, had quite a few hits for them. It had Play the Game, Play the Game, Play that. They had that song. And then it had another one, Bites of Dust, on there as well, too.
Written by the bassist.
Yeah. And
Deacon, right? Is it John Deacon? Is that his
yeah.
name?
And both those, that one and Crazy Little Thing Called Love became one of the most popular hits after the Bohemian Rhapsody song. And then another one, Bites of Dust, became so famous it was like the Junkyard Dog's entrance theme
Yeah, I mean,
in wrestling.
You could, I mean, it was perfect. You got a lot of funk to it.
Yeah.
Hey, Rally, was this a slam dunk for you? Did you know? I got this. This is super easy.
Well, yeah, there was a couple others that I liked, but I just like the sound of this one. I don't know. It's real like lovey-dovey. and
That
stuff. I love
acoustic
it.
when it gets started. Once you
Yes.
hear that it was acoustic, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, here we go.
And he gets his Elvis spirit in him on the
Yeah.
video.
Yeah, he does.
You know,
he
he's
does.
got
I
the
love
leather
that.
jacket and all that, and the fawns, that kind of stuff. But it was interesting when I was coming in. I came in from work, and Riley was going through the the production and all the script and all that. And she said, "I'm gonna get this song as my favorite Queen," and she played it, and I was like, "That's a badass song!"
Yeah.
Ding 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 ding.
I love it.
All right, Felicia, what about you?
I am going to have to say Love of My Life because
Wow.
I'm a real softie when it comes to like songs, and I love love songs. And
Yeah.
he wrote that song for Mary Austin, the love of his life. And I think it's a beautiful song. So I would have to say that's
I've never heard it.
You've never heard it? Yeah, it's a
That
little
is-
bit slower. It's not like the other songs.
Yeah.
And Freddie Mercury himself, he's the one that wrote it by himself.
Is it a ballad? It's a ballad.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I gotta look that one up. Have you heard it?
I got to look that one up, too. I'm like, wow.
You've never heard it either?
She stumped us both.
Yeah.
Love of My
I feel
Life?
like crying just listening to the name of the song.
It's a slower song. It's not like a fast.
What's it called again?
The Love of My Life.
The Love of My Life.
Yeah.
Okay, I got to look that up.
A very straightforward title.
Yeah, and he wrote it for Mary, which was a woman, because I mean he did end up becoming gay, but he fell in love with her first.
Wow.
Yeah.
I gotta check that out. How did you find out about that song?
Well, I have their music on my library, and like I had stumbled upon it, and then when I saw the movie, I believe it comes out in the movie too. He sings it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. What about you, Chaz? What's your favorite Queen song?
Well, my favorite Queen song is their very first single. And it was not a hit. It did not do well at all.
Leave it to Charlie to pick those songs, right? Just so they can see that I know more. But Fish, you still stumped them.
And actually, I was caught between the one that I picked and then the one that you picked. And then when you picked yours, I go, okay, I'll go with the other one. Which let me look it up real quick because it's called Keep Yourself Alive.
Keep Yourself Alive.
Yeah, keep yourself alive.
Oh, yeah.
Keep yourself alive.
Yeah. That's your favorite song,
Yeah,
dude?
yeah. That was their very first single. And then they were told, look, guys, no one knows who you are. And you wait forever. You take too long to get to the vocals. So then with their second song, like, okay, it's on. So then when they had another single, then they got to the vocals right away. And no one kind of got ignored, when Brian May wrote the lyrics to "Keep Yourself Alive," it was kind of just being like, tongue in cheek and kind of being ironic, like "Keep yourself alive." What does that mean? I don't even know what that means. Keep yourself alive. And then when you heard Freddie Mercury hear it, he was like, sing it. He's like, oh, whoa, man! Like he made it mean something. Like he was like, wow, he put his. Now that really means. I was just kind of writing whatever, just to write something down. And Brian May was like blown away with the way that Freddie Mercury made it mean something. And even though it didn't do well, it didn't chart well, they always performed it live.
Yeah.
And I love that song.
All right. My favorite, before we get to my favorite, do we have any people on the chat zone or in the hashtag PVT? Juan Loredo says Bohemian Rhapsody, right? And who else, babe?
Let me see. Oh, my goodness. I can't really see that far.
Miguel Ramirez, another one, Bites the Dust. Mm-hmm. And then we have La Menina, We Are the Champions.
Oh, that's a great song. Yeah. And that's a song that you play every time a team wins. I mean, it's like one of those that'll last forever.
Yeah,
We Will Rock You is like the beginning intro of that.
Mad T, The Show Must Go On. Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Stone Cold Crazy, Raymond Garza.
I almost picked that one too. Yeah,
that's one Metallica redid.
Stone Cold Crazy. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. All right.
So what's your favorite, Dad?
My favorite is Ooh, You're Making Me Live. You're my best friend. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. The piano, the keyboard intro is
this was my second favorite. You're my best friend. And very kind of emotional, and it reminds you of the late 70s.
Mm-hmm. And probably written for somebody like he wrote, what was the name of the song?
Love of My Life.
Love of My Life. Yeah. You're my best friend. So
you should put a little bit of it so you can hear it.
Well, I'm afraid that,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It might get copyrighted.
It might get copyrighted.
Especially because they're from
England, right? Or
and they have
the UK.
Strong copyright laws.
Yeah, no, then let's not risk it then.
Are you sure?
Yeah, don't risk it.
Are you sure?
Then they'll knock us off.
Are you sure?
Don't do it. Don't do it, Rock.
Don't do it.
Do you think so?
They might.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Okay, don't do it. Because it will get kicked off, right?
Yeah, we'll get copyrighted.
I forgot about that. It's with those bands from the other side of the
world.
From Europe.
It's an English band. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the Rockin' Chaz Rockin' Poll. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've got this amazing contest that's still going on. It'll probably be going on till the end of this month only because there are very limited tickets left. You can win Jaime de Anda's accordion. Check out all the info right here.
Big Johnson 77 Music and My PBT Network present the Jaime de Anda Accordion Giveaway. Tickets will go on sale beginning August 3rd, 2020. Only 200 tickets will be available, and you get to pick your number. Raffle ticket buyers will receive a text to their cell phone guaranteeing the number that they picked. The winner will be randomly chosen and announced live on the My PBT Network YouTube channel. There is no limit on how many numbers you can buy. the Jaime the Anda Accordion Giveaway. For all info and other questions, contact Julian Johnson at julianbigjay@yahoo.com or follow Jaime the Anda on social media at facebook.com/Jaime the Anda 1979 or Instagram at Jaime_the Anda 79. Own Jaime the Anda's personal accordion. The Jaime the Anda Accordion Giveaway.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome. Don't forget, coming up, we've got This Week in Rock History. A car accident that inspired a legendary song from a southern rock band happened this week. And then later on in Celebrity Birthdays, a voluptuous woman that had one of the most talked about strip scenes in a movie hits her mid-50s. And she could probably still...
She could still do that
She
scene.
could still do it.
That's
easy.
one of my favorite words, voluptuous.
As a matter of fact, is it better than plethora?
There, it's pretty close. Whenever I would introduce Sam Daly on the queue, I would, and coming up, the voluptuous Sam Daly. Yeah.
Shout out to the Vampire King, man. All right, so now it's time for Chaz's Collectible. All right.
Hey, Rock, do you have an autograph that you really treasure? Like, oh man, I got it. I have this autograph, and like it means the world to you, or do you have
Probably Selena.
you have she? What did she sign of
A
yours?
picture of me and her.
Okay, so she signed it. That's an awesome autograph. you
Yeah.
know? I don't really have that many autographs, and I want to get a few that mean a lot to me. I wish I could have gotten
Tony Bennett.
Tony Bennett and Adam West. I wish I
Tom Jones.
Tom. There's a lot. There's a long
You went to
list.
Tom Jones. You went to see Tom Jones, right?
I saw Tom Jones. I saw Tony Bennett, and you know, the legends, right?
Yeah.
But I do have one autograph that I'm so glad that I got, because this gentleman, he's 89 years old.
Damn.
He's still alive and kicking, and I was able to get his autograph. Now, these Comic Cons come along, and you listen for the names, right? Like, who's going to be there? Who's going to be there? Mm-hmm. And then I heard a name. I was like, oh my God, all right. It's on. It's on now. Now the quest is underway. So Comic-Con was going to be happening, and I scheduled my Saturday, and I got my money ready. And here's a little tip for everybody who was going to get an autograph from somebody you really like. Are you okay, Riley?
Yes.
What's going on over there?
He's so passionate.
I know
about
you
it. I
have
love
you
it.
have us on the edge of our
I
seats,
know,
dude.
I know.
So if you're going to get someone's autograph, I recommend that you take your own Sharpie, because when they're signing, the Sharpie gets real dull. Because they're doing it all day
and
like,
dry.
and dry. So when it's your turn, you're like, I can't even read it. What is your name? And I know who you are. But thanks for the laugh track. But being who I am, the mastermind,
Hey, you have to carry your own Sharpie like Looper. Or what's the name of that kid?
Looper,
The one that's always, hey, Rock, and he puts out a little book and he has you sign a page on the little book. He's got like a little Adam Loper, I think his name's.
Oh.
You know Adam Loper?
I think I know who
He's
that is.
a rock station fan, dude.
He's the son of Mr. Roper.
No, it's Loper. L-O.
Loper, okay.
Look him up.
I know who he is.
He's like a super fan, dude.
Of everybody.
And he's got like a little autograph book, like those books
Yeah.
that, you turn the page and he's got all the signatures in every page, so.
If you're going to be
And
on
he
that,
carries his own Sharpie.
yes, and you need to carry your own. That way when they sign it, it's real crystal clear.
People are watching are going, can you get to the damn page? Can you
You
get
got to build it up.
Someone's saying, okay, we got to see the Christmas bag. Hurry up.
Yeah.
All right. So here's the Christmas bag.
All right.
And I have the autograph in
Okay.
a very prestigious, it's just a brown box. But,
Okay.
So one of my favorite shows of all time, Space.
It looks like a little pizza box
The fine, right?
A mini-
It's a personal pan pizza.
from 1992.
Do the, okay. I'm going to open it slowly here.
These are the voyages of the starship
Oh, wow.
Enterprise. Its 5-year mission,
What?
to explore strange new worlds,
His name?
to seek out new life and new
Captain.
civilizations,
James T. Kirk.
Boldly go where no man has gone before.
And here it is, Mr. William Shatner himself. I got to meet him at Comic-Con, and he was gonna sign my plate, and I remembered, I have my own Sharpie. I go, hold on, Mr. Shatner, use mine. And it's so weird when they're talking to you like someone you grew up with, and he asked me, to who? I go, to Charlie. He goes, to Charlie, is that right? To Charlie? And to hear him say your own name, it was like, whoa! He said Charlie.
You were starstruck.
I was like, whoa, he knows my name. Well, he said, pronounce my name. And so he put to Charlie, and there it is, Mr. William Bill Shatner.
Wow.
And he signed
That's
my
awesome.
my commemorative plate.
Have you ever ate any fideo or migas on that plate, dude?
Never.
Oh,
That would never happen.
Dude, come on.
No, you
I
can
have some fideo on William Shatner and his autographed special plate.
Its 5-year mission.
So
Explores.
I am proud to say, yes, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Where did you get that plate? That's really cool.
Every once in a while,
Go where no man
these companies know who the nerds are, and so they target you like, hey, Charlie, you want a William Shatner plate? And I'm like, I'm there. So I got the plate, and then when he was coming down, I go, I already have the plate. I know exactly what to do.
Damn.
And so I am proud to say I have Mr. William Shatner's autograph.
That's just awesome. And I am surprised that you don't have it on display in your living room with the rest of the stuff. You have it in a box, dude?
Well, there's so many collectibles. They're coming in on me. So I have it put away. But in time, everything will be displayed. So I am proud to have Mr. William Shatner's autograph put away
Space.
in a personal pan pizza box.
And what did he say when he saw the plate? Was he like, wow, like...
He's seen everything. He's like, I've seen this before. He was not impressed at all. I mean, he's seen so many things. Like, it was like, it didn't even phase him. So anyway,
That's really cool. That's
Yeah.
super awesome.
How much do you think that's worth?
Boldly go
Well,
where
let's
no
find
man
out.
has gone before.
well, the plate by itself is, worth easily $40, and then with his autograph,
100?
$100,000.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Chaz's Collectible. Yeah.
Oh my God, I love it. Janie Rio says some postostes would taste good inside that bowl. Some
Right?
postostes, yes.
That's awesome. Every day, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to share, like, and subscribe so you can be in our chat zone. If you're subscribed, you get on the chat zone, you get to chat with everybody. Chaz is collectible. All right.
Can you do the Vulcan sign, James?
Yeah. Right
Your thumb has to be out.
Oh, okay.
There you go. All right.
Ah.
Yeah. The Vulcan site. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's time for This Week in Rock History. All right. Back in 1985, this week, the serial killer, and I'm not talking about the cereal that we're talking about.
No, we're talking
And eating-
anatomy being destroyed.
Yeah. More than one anatomy. Serial killer.
Yeah.
That means he's killed more than one.
Right. Yeah.
Several anatomies being destroyed.
Right.
Richard Ramirez.
Now, by the way, he's an anomaly in serial killer lore because most serial killers are not Mexican. This guy went above and beyond, and he stands alone as one of the few ever Mexican serial killers.
That's true.
If you put them all in a line, most of them are Anglo, right?
Yes,
they're
most of them
white.
are Anglo.
And there's a few that are
Other races.
Yeah, other races. I remember in Atlanta growing up, they were missing a lot of black kids were missing, were like coming up missing, and then they were finding them dead.
And they thought, oh, it's got to be a white serial killer.
Yeah, and it wasn't. It was
African
It was
American.
an African American. And I forgot the name of the guy, but I was a kid watching this on the news every night, and it was crazy. They couldn't find who was killing all these black kids in Atlanta.
There's a show on Netflix about exactly what you're talking about. It's Mindhunter, I think.
Oh, I've seen it.
Yeah.
When they're starting to barely learn how to track serial
serial
and what their
killers.
habits are and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That was pretty interesting.
It's a great show.
Yeah. Well, the serial killer Richard Ramirez is captured in Los Angeles and later convicted for 13 murders at one of the crime scenes he left behind, an AC/DC hat. So that's why he's in This Week in Rock History. The media dubbed him the Night Stalker, which is a song on the AC/DC Highway to Hell album, and speculated that the band's song Night Prowler compelled him to kill, an assertion that has never been substantiated, but unfairly links the killer to AC/DC, which is horrified by the association. So Night Prowler, Night Stalker, they kind of like put two.
Well, he himself said that he liked that song, Night Prowler. And he thought, oh, yeah, Night Prowler, because in the song, like, you go in their window. So he was thinking, oh, yeah, like you go in and you kill them, right? But the song is about sneaking in and making out with your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And so he misconstrued the lyrics.
If you really listen to the song, you're going to get the same idea about it as
Right.
he did. Because it does sound like it's somebody that's out to kill, sort of like The Ripper by Judas Priest. It has that similar, but, AC/DC wasn't about killing. It was about sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and not even drugs. It was just sex and rock and roll and alcohol.
And the weird thing about Richard Ramirez is, man, he had so many groupies. There were women writing letters to him.
He was like a Ted Bundy.
Yeah, like he had fans like crazy. And he even got married. Yeah,
He
inside
looks
prison.
He looks creepy when he has that long hair and he's just looking around in the courtroom.
Yeah, and
looks creepy.
he's tall. He's taller than his lawyers. He's real
he's
tall. He looks
tall.
like he's 6'5". But he was originally from El Paso, from what I heard. And so,
Yes, he was.
But he was trying to take off. And apparently, what happened is they found him in some barrio and they chased him down and they started kicking his ass. And
yeah. What happened was,
and they called the cops, and then they showed up, and he was all beat up, man, by the raza that was at
what
the
happened
barrio.
was he came to Texas, and that weekend when he came to Texas, they put his face in the newspaper in Los Angeles, so he didn't know that his mugshot was out. So he comes back to LA, thinks everything is cool. He's hanging out in the Mexican neighborhood where he lives, and the old ladies were like, "Míralo, ese es el matador, te lo juro." And because his face was in the
El
newspaper.
Matador. Ole!
But he was wearing that outfit. So he didn't know his face was out, and so you're right. Then they beat him up and they chased him, and that's how he got caught.
Yeah, dude. I wish that would have been on video,
So
man.
did he stay in
Prison? Yeah.
He did?
Yeah.
I didn't even know about him till right now.
Look him up. You've got the
No,
Google.
I'm not going to look him up. I'm leaving it blank tomorrow. I don't want to read about serial killers, but I've never even knew about him. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that he had he looks young, so he wasn't,
all you
an
need
ugly
is
guy.
high cheekbones and a defined jawline.
Yeah,
and
he had a nice jaw. That's
You're
for
in
sure.
with the ladies. Never mind the stabbings.
But AC/DC, once
crazy,
again,
man.
unfairly linked to the killer. And, that's just the media sensationalizing, a story. And that's what they do. They don't care who gets smeared. And in this case, they smeared AC/DC with a serial killer, Richard Ramirez. And he was caught back this week in 1985.
There you have it.
All right. What do we got next?
Now going back to 1976, Gary Rossington of Leonard Skinner, he falls asleep at the wheel. Bad. In his new Ford Torino, and he hits a tree and a house as well. And what happened is that accident, it inspired the song That Smell. So this tragic thing that happened I created one of their most recognized songs. There you have it, right there.
It's kind of biographical.
It is.
It's biographical.
Auto, because it's about themselves.
And it's about an auto that wrecked.
Yeah. There you go.
The bass.
Boom, boom.
Whiskey bottles,
Brand new car. Oak tree got in my way.
there's too much coke and too much smoke. Look what's going on inside you.
Ooh, that smell. Gary Rossington.
Can't you smell that smell?
I hate to say this, but I'm kind of glad he had that accident.
Hey, maybe it sobered him up,
Well, besides that, we would have never had this song come out.
Yeah.
That's him. This dude has some of the greatest lead solos. If you look YouTube and look at the top 10 Gary Rossington lead solos, you'll realize how talented this guy is. I mean, this guy was an amazing talent, still is, and one of the only surviving members, if the only surviving member of Leonard Skinner.
One thing I wanted to share with everybody is after the crash, there were 4 members that they formed a band. The 2 guitarists,
Rossington Collins.
If you're like a hardcore fanatic of Leonard Skinner, or you just like their music, look up Rossington Collins, because the 2 guitarists, I think the keyboardist and the bassist, they formed a band, and it's kind of like ignored. So if you're like looking for more stuff with that, a little bit of flair with those leads that you like, look them up. I think they only did 2 albums, and that's it.
Well, Collins ended up wrecking in a car and becoming paralyzed, a paraplegic. So this guy survived the plane accident and then went and, screwed himself up driving a car while inebriated and having an accident. And he was, put in a wheelchair for the rest of his life until he died. But Gary Rossington, I think, is the only living member of Leonard Skinner, if I'm not mistaken. So that happened back in 1976. So let me prepare the next one.
All right. The next one. Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
So let's go back to 1987. In 1987, the world's oldest teenager was hosting American Bandstand on network TV for the very last time. And ABC picked up the show in 1957, talking about American Bandstand. And throughout its run on network, Dick Clark was the host, and his hair never changed in all those decades. And there you go, Barry Manilow. And the show continued in syndication, one more season on the USA Network in 1989, but it was canceled in 1987. This week in rock history.
It started as a local show in Philadelphia. It was just a little show, and they'd bring in kids from the high school and they'd dance, and they, had local acts come through,
I remember Dawkins came out one time on that show, and it's an easy premise to follow. Just show hot teenagers dancing, and kids are gonna watch.
Yeah, and the only thing I didn't like was you could tell they were like lip syncing.
Yeah, real fakey.
Yeah,
like, wow, this is really fake.
Yeah, they were all wearing their guitars with no amps or nothing.
Nothing was plugged in.
Nothing was
what?
plugged in. Yeah, but I used to dig Dick Clark's microphone, dude.
Yeah, I love those old Bob
long,
Barker
super
mic.
long and thin.
Silver, yeah, like what the hell? Like, is that really a mic? And it had a little thing at the sort of like the Bob Barker
the Bob Barker
microphone, But I mean, anybody that's probably my age or even in their 40s, grew up watching this on Saturday mornings at the end of all the cartoons.
This is what they would show.
About 11 o'clock. And then after that, it was Boo around here, I think.
Yeah, they would show Boo Theater. Yeah.
But it was a Saturday morning staple back when I was growing up. American Bandstand, definitely one of the most groundbreaking shows in American history for music. Dick Clark, man, that dude. And then he did Star Search, didn't he? He's the one that him and Ed McMahon.
Well, Ed McMahon did Star Search, but Dick Clark hosted the $25,000 Pyramid.
Yeah, dude, I love that.
And then they would also host America's Bloopers and Practical Jokes.
Yeah.
And so he had his hand in all kinds. I think he created the People's Choice Awards also.
He has a production company, man. And they were doing all kinds of stuff. So, ladies and gentlemen, a historic,
show comes to an end in
Institute, Musical Institute, Television Institute. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. Here's a special word from our sponsors, Dr. T's Primary Care.
In response to our current COVID-19 situation, Dr. T's Primary Care is offering discounted prices on our IV vitamin infusion therapy for all frontline workers, law enforcement, and any male or female patient looking to improve their immune system. Not only do we offer PCR testing for COVID, but we also offer safe and natural solutions to improve your health. Call 956-441-2188 and ask about our discounted IV vitamin infusion therapy. Follow us on Facebook for up-to-date information. Call 956-441-2188.
All right. We forgot to finish off This Week in Rock History. Ladies and gentlemen, that was This Week in Rock History. Yeah, there we go.
Thank you.
I just saw those producer eyes looking at me.
You forgot to end with the saying.
Thank you.
Like this.
Triple H.
And I was like,
The game.
That's okay.
You forgot to end it.
Rally doesn't do that.
I don't write. That looks terrible.
And then she holds her hand like she's gonna apply a claw.
A claw.
And then she says, "Why do you make me hurt you? Why do you make me do bad things?" It turns into a Lifetime movie. LMN.
Yeah.
Why do you make me do bad things? And then I just sit here sweating.
Those movies are wild.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my William Shatner plate and go.
That's a man-hating channel, isn't it, man? I mean, it just puts men under such a bad light.
Every movie on LMN is like, the guy is like, "Where were you? I didn't say you could go."
Yeah.
I love
No, but you know what? In Lifetime, they always make the women. Some of the movies, the women are crazy. They make the
Like
women
Psycho?
psychos. Yeah.
Ooh, my goodness.
Yeah, but in the 90s, it was all negative on men.
Yeah.
You're right. They changed it.
Well, I mean, they had to kind of balance it out.
Right. They ran out of plot.
Yeah.
But I used to
Well,
watch
wait.
Lifetime.
I think now all they do is Christmas movies. Is that right?
No, I actually saw. So I was watching TV the other day and I saw like a little like ad or commercial about Lifetime, and the movie was about this girl. She was getting chased by another girl. Oh, the mom was crazy. The mom. So it was these. Yeah, it was. This was the weird plot.
Estaba psycha la vieja.
It was two best friends, and the mom was like psychotic and like was trying to overpower the little girl, the friend of her daughter.
Okay.
And like she threatened to kill her mom. Like she was jealous of her mom. It was a weird plot.
It's so weird because
but
LMN,
the mom was psycho.
You're right. They do all these like very dramatic psycho movies, and then December 1, nonstop Christmas. Like, I'll never find true love. And then like they run into each other at the store. Oh, I was gonna buy that candle.
And
Literally every movie they do like thousands of Christmas movies.
El Barrio Cooker said Lifetime is La Tóxica channel.
Yeah. Thank you, El Barrio.
Yeah.
Cookers.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Rock and Chaz Celebrity Birthdays.
My tocayo.
Yeah.
My tocayo.
You can have the honors, Dad.
You know, his real name is Carlos Estevez. Mm-hmm. And when he became an actor, his brother Emilio decided to keep. I'll keep Estevez. I'll be Emilio Estevez. But Carlos or Charlie said, "Wow, if you're gonna be, I'm gonna keep my dad's name, Martin Sheen."
Which is not his dad's real last name.
No, it's just for
Yeah,
Hollywood.
It's
It's just-
professional name.
Yeah, that's his actor's name. So I'll be Charlie Sheen. And he was born September 3rd, 1965. And he's an actor and a producer. And man, this guy did so much blow. This guy has done so much drugs.
And women.
And you know what's weird is that one time he was in court and the judge was asking him about the prostitutes. And the judge said, why do you're a famous guy. Why do you pay for women to go to your house? And he said, I don't pay for them to come to my house. I pay for them to leave.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
you can leave now. And the judge was like, a la mo.
Well, what do you expect with a guy that has tiger blood, bro?
I know, Adonis DNA.
Yeah. But, all that craziness and zaniness aside, he made some pretty damn good movies.
Yeah,
Platoon is one of my favorite movies with Charlie
is.
Sheen. Young Guns is also a very good movie where his brother, Emilio, it was like the first movie that they were both together in, right?
One of the first ones, yeah.
And Emilio comes out as, William Bonney, and he comes out as one of the regulators.
Charlie Sheen did a great thing. He came out in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and he was supposed to look all like tweaked out. So he stayed up for 48 hours. And when you see him, and he just has a little part, and he looks all freaked out because he stayed awake for 48 hours to have that look like a whack job. And I was like, wow, man! I mean, great acting. After that, he just made it his lifestyle to look that way.
Did you ever watch him on 2.5 Men?
Yeah, I did. It was a good show.
I did too.
Yeah, it was funny, right?
It's very well written.
Yeah, it was. I liked him and the other guy together. They made a good team. And the little boy, he was funny.
They were like the odd couple,
Yeah.
I mean, Charlie Sheen was the guy that had all the women, and this guy had the guy that was
like
a
real
nerd.
nerdy, yeah.
Yeah, but
he played a guy named Charlie Harper, and I've ordered some of those shirts. There's a website called Charlie Harper Shirts, and if you like those Charlie Sheen shirts, you can buy them, and I've got a couple.
See?
Yeah.
Wow, man, this guy finds all kinds of stuff, doesn't he?
Yeah.
All these treasures.
You want to be so unique, dude.
I'm trying so bad.
Yeah, Charlie Sheen, happy birthday, man. So 65, he's 55 years old, man.
and guys, he's half Latino,
And
so-
he was married to a pretty damn hot woman.
He was married to Denise Richards.
Yeah.
Right? She was super pretty.
Wasn't she like the Sports Illustrated bikini model or something like that?
I think they have kids together too.
Yeah,
And
they
then
do.
They had a very turbulent situation too, right? And then he'd go and hang out with her, and then he'd leave her, and then. But I think they have a few kids together. I looked up how much the guy's worth. He's worth $10 million, which
wow.
isn't really much, right?
It's not, because you know what he would do? He would bribe a lot of people, because people knew that he had, because he's HIV positive, and he had to pay people to be quiet. He was being blackmailed.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he wasted a bunch of millions for people to stay quiet.
That's right. He is HIV positive.
Yeah, so he should have just said something, dude,
Yeah.
instead of paying off all these
Yeah.
people blackmailing
Well, I mean,
him.
at least he still has $10 million.
He still does,
More than what we can say.
but he doesn't have this Punisher shirt.
Or an autographed William Shatner plate.
No, he doesn't. So, happy birthday, my tocayo Charlie.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, also born this week, September 2nd, 1966, the beautiful, voluptuous Mexican-American actress, director, and producer,
2 Hispanics back to back.
yeah, Salma Hayek. Yeah.
Yeah.
She is 54 years old. She was born a year after Charlie. She was born like, remember, October, November, 3 months before I was. So she's a little older than me. So she is one of the most beautiful actresses in Hollywood. And one of her most memorable parts is from Dusk Till Dawn, which was a Quentin Tarantino movie about vampires in a Mexican town at a strip bar. And boy, that whole
What a scene.
yeah, I mean, that whole movie was just great, man, wasn't it?
It was phenomenal, and I remember I went to the movies to go see that movie, and I remember when that scene came out, I was like, I stopped with the popcorn and the Coke. I was like, huh? A la mo. And I was like, this is the greatest scene I think I've ever seen.
When she puts her foot in Quentin Tarantino's mouth, dude, and then pours the booze on it and it goes into his mouth.
You know what's funny is that now that all these years later, Quentin Tarantino always has close-up of women's feet, now we know he has a foot fetish.
Mm-hmm.
And now that we see this scene, hindsight, we're like, man, he probably wrote the whole movie just for this one scene.
Shoot, dude. I was so impressed by that scene that Rally serves me my coffee like that now every morning, man.
I was like, I was amazed by that.
And my O'Douls do too sometimes. She'll put her toes in my mouth.
Yeah, the O'Douls.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Because I was like, where did Rally get that headdress?
You know what was crazy? That headdress is like the typical Aztec warrior, you know.
Right, from the Pan Dulce store. Like they have a calendar.
I don't know, but would you let Salma Hayek put her foot in your mouth like that, bro?
Salma, sure, yeah. Salma Hayek, yeah.
Even with toe cheese and all that stuff, man.
Oh my god.
All that dirt she stepped on. And
I find it hard to believe that she would allow toe cheese to grow.
Grow.
Toe jam.
To accumulate.
To accumulate. Sometimes people will say, hey, they'll ask you, like, hey, Penelope Cruz or Salma Hayek? And I'm like,
Nambe.
Are you kidding, man? Like, no, man.
So who would you choose?
So who would you-
Salma
Yeah.
Hayek, like by $1 billion.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure. They did a movie together, didn't they?
Yeah, they did like a Western.
Yeah. And it was a flop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They should have both stripped like this on the movie. It probably would have been a big hit.
Yeah, part 2.
We'd still be watching it. Right, Charlie?
That's right. Salma Hayek, she used to do novelas in Mexico. And she said when she came to America, she thought, I'm going to get jobs easy. I got tons of experience. And it took her a while. Like, man, this is... But then once it hit, it really hit.
She finally hit the correct casting couch, probably.
Right.
Yeah.
She needed to play a stripper vampire.
Harvey Weinstein, she probably...
Oh my god.
Now, she went to Quentin and she goes, if you need a vampire that puts a foot in your mouth, I'm your lady.
Yeah. All right. So happy 54th birthday to Salma Hayek on September 2nd, 1966. And ladies and gentlemen, that was the Rockin' Chaz Celebrity Birthdays.
Hey, I want to send a special happy birthday to his name is Fernando Jr. And so happy birthday. His dad submitted the photo and he wanted us to wish him a happy birthday. So happy birthday, Fernando Jr. And the cake looks delicious.
Happy
So,
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Hey, shout out to Dan McCobb from Red Hour. Is your music? He's on our chat zone.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. I'm going to look for some right now. Red Hour. Give me a name of the song, Dan.
Dan, give us something here.
We'll play it for you, all right? Okay, because you put Red Hour and a whole bunch of other stuff comes out. Happy birthday once again to Fernando Jr. Also, Hello Kitty, Dario Puig, Miguel Ramirez, Big D, Juan Perez, JC El Jefe, Raymond Rose, everybody in the chat zone. And new to the chat zone, I'd never seen Dan on. Dan McCobb, man, from Red Hour, the band Red Hour.
Shout out to Dan.
It's awesome, bro. Thanks for joining the party and tell all your friends about it. Ruben Castro, Miguel Ramirez, Carmen Benavides, everybody joining us. So I want to remind everybody, ladies and gentlemen, that you can join our Patreon club. A $25 pledge gets you a special hashtag PBT t-shirt and sticker, and you have the chance of winning in our hashtag PBT weekly drawing for prizes. Go to patreon.com, search Rock and Roll James PBT, and if you do enter the $25 membership, make sure that you message us on Patreon your t-shirt size and address so we can mail you your merchandise, okay? And we also have Cash App, $ Rock and Roll James. Thank you to Vanessa Trevino and Rufus Trevino. Okay? And as a matter of fact, we got some brand new shirts for Tetera Tuesday because everybody likes to play air accordion. So we have the Tetera Tuesday air accordion t-shirt right here. $30 to our Cash App. And make sure to message us on the Cash App your t-shirt size. We have small, medium, large, extra large, 2XL, and 3XL only, okay? Anything bigger than that, we'd have to special order because they got to get some curtains to make your shirt, okay? So there you go. This is one of those that used to send it tonight. We can mail it out tomorrow with the whole package. We can have it by next Tuesday.
Dan was saying the song is Harlot.
Huh?
Dan McComb, he was saying there's a song called Harlot.
Harlot, okay.
Harlot. So
let's look it up.
So Red Hour, Harlot. We'll see if we can.
They're a
find
local Rio Grande Valley band, ladies and gentlemen. So we're gonna give them some love right here on this show. Yeah. There it is, right here.
And let's
check it out.
Let's see what's going on here. Oh yeah, I already like it.
Sounds good.
Stage
South
dive.
Texas, South Texas stuff.
Start thrashing. Start thrashing.
Sounds like my mom when she was outside my bedroom door telling me to lower the music.
¿Qué es ese mugrero?
Yeah, my mom.
It's Red Hour.
¡Abájale ese mugrero!
I like that part.
I can imagine Grandma like yelling.
You want to try one more? He said on the noose is another one.
Red Hour, ladies and gentlemen. The name of the album is Mob Mentality. The name of the song is Harlot.
Sound pretty good.
Yeah.
Sound good. Yeah.
We should start playing some like a local track every Thursday night.
Yeah, we you know what? That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah.
For tuning in.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. I like the cover. It's a skull with a cigarette or something.
A skull with a frajo.
Yeah, a frajo. That's cigarette. That's a term for cigarette in San Benito, Texas. Dylan G says y después saca el Bengay.
Yeah, that's right.
Oui.
Demonios.
All right.
Shout out to Dan. What's up?
Yeah. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And Dan, make sure to tell all your friends on social media that your song came out on the Rock and Chaz show tonight. And give them the link. You are the very first band that we ever play on the show locally.
Yes, that's true.
You can actually put like riot scenes,
Oh yeah, like
what's going on in Portland and stuff,
and all,
with this music.
Yeah, you can.
And it will fit perfect. There's a music video right there.
Did you see the one where a guy
Where
gets
they're pushing the fence,
Yeah.
throwing fireworks, and
People standing with AR. "2020
yeah.
riot."
Red Hour. All right.
There you go. Wow.
Wow, man, that was
That
awesome.
was
dude.
good. That was
That was refreshing.
Yeah.
It was refreshing, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, so now that we've been possessed by satanic spirits,
Don't say that.
now that we're going to be awake until 4:30 in the morning.
yeah,
We are.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I just got an energy rush.
I know. I was almost going to trash this whole place.
Yeah. I felt violent. Yeah.
He starts breaking everything.
Just start throwing-
shit.
Sliding all this stuff.
You start, you juice yourself.
Yeah. Throw some blood out.
The effects of Red Hour.
I'm just like picturing Charlie like this.
The name of the band is Red Hour. David Soto's asking for the name of the band. Just look up Dan Macabre, Macabre. He's in the chat zone right now, guys and girls. If you want to message him or talk to him, his name's Dan Macabre. And that chair shot, dude, you know.
That's pretty good.
I sold it.
Yeah, good sound.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So before we get to the random album, make sure to thank our sponsors. The Rockin' Chaz Show Live number 17, brought to you from my PVT Network Studios, brought to you by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men. Call 956-441-2188. 956-441-2188. IV vitamin infusion therapy, testosterone, COVID test, Sermorelin. Thursdays, it's women. You can also go in and check out some of the great products they have for you so you can feel better, look younger. Call them at 956-441-2188. That is the number to make an appointment. It is Dr. T's Primary Care for Men. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't see Tuesday night's show, we had like a 15-minute interview with Juan Galvan from Dr. T's talking about testosterone and talking about Sermorelin and talking about people that have like underlying issues like high blood pressure, diabetes, anything like that. If you're capable of taking these vitamin IV infusion therapy, which boosts your immune system, it's just an amazing. We can describe it to a T. So just check out Tuesday night's show, and that way you can get more informed on it. Just go to our videos on our channel and just go down, and it's Tuesday Night Live with David Mares, and that's the one, okay? All right.
What I recommend is you take the vitamin infusion therapy and then listen to Red Hour.
Yeah.
Man, you'll be unstoppable.
Yeah, unstoppable.
You'll turn into an incredible.
Yeah. All right. Saludo para el Chamuco, tirando botes. Also to Big D and Juan and everybody on the chat zone. So last week, Chaz picked the album Triumph, Just a Game. And I forgot to mention that there was this real jazzy tune on there called Suitcase Blues.
Yeah, that's a beautiful song.
Yeah, and so he mentioned that album had the song "Lay It on the Line," which is one of their big hits.
Commercial,
it was a more commercial one that still really didn't make a lot of airplay.
Yeah.
I mean, when we would play it on Q94.5, we'd have those rockers that knew it, but it wasn't a mainstream hit. So now it's my turn, all right? So let me see if I can.
Can we do? And this is.
And this. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
and
yeah.
this is the Rockin' Chaz Random Album.
Thank you, producer Rally.
Yeah. Not just producer, director.
Director extraordinaire.
She's directing us, but she deserves that
Title.
Yeah. And that cup. All right, so I'm gonna pull something from the very left over here.
No peeking.
I'm not peeking.
I know.
Okay. A random album. Okay, all right. Let me pull this music back a little bit here. This is a Motley Crue here. All right, here we go. All right. This one doesn't have any plastic or anything. Wow.
What is it?
This is a freaking classic album.
Oh my God, this one.
Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs, Wooly Bully.
Man, talk about oldies.
What is that?
This is, growing up when
You gotta put a song on.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, this is, for those that who grew up listening to oldies station. There was the Monster Mash.
All right, baby, it's Sam the
Yeah.
Sham and the Pharaohs. All right, so let's see. Here we go.
Whoa.
3, 4.
What?
Yeah, this is it. Wooly Bully.
I was today years old when I learned that.
Yeah.
And the names of the songs: Wooly
Wooly
Bully,
Bully.
The Memphis Beat, I Found Love, Go Go Girls, Haunted House, Huimonos, Drimoni, or what? Shotgun. Gangster of Love.
I didn't know. I didn't have any idea that was even.
And I have the
I know
album.
I know that
Look.
song, but wow.
That's crazy. Look, there's the back.
Wule wule. Patas de wule.
Wole bole. Wole bole. Wole bole.
That song comes out in a lot of movies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's legendary.
It's one of those novelty hits that just kept on hitting. The back says, Wooly Bully makes Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs one of the hottest acts in the country. And those wild Middle Eastern costumes, which I really don't think would be allowed nowadays.
Definitely not.
Insensitive.
Maybe not, yeah, because you can't even dress up for Halloween anymore.
Unless they really are.
Well, they weren't.
Oh,
I think it was just a gimmick.
It was a gimmick. Sort of like Skandar Akbar, you know?
Yeah. Cultural appropriation.
Yeah, cultural appropriation.
Yeah,
This is,
they're marketing off another culture.
we might just get banned from YouTube for showing this picture.
Controversial.
So it says, especially those wild Middle Eastern costumes they wear for all their in-person performances makes them the most colorful group in the land. Now, that might be a little insensitive to say. The impact of the outfits is more than evident on the full-color cover of this album. So there you go. This was the Rockin' Chaz Random
15 mei 1965
Album.
werden de
Yes,
Bronx
indeed.
opgericht.
All
En de
right.
VPRO bracht ons...
Well, they kept playing. Okay.
Let's try it again. This is
my God.
the Rockin' Chaz Random Album. Okay, there we go. This shit's live, so we Bule bule nalgas yule. Somebody put it there in the chat zone.
Janie Rios.
Yeah.
Janie, no seas grosera.
Y'all have a good one. We'll see you next week on Rockin' Chaz's show.
Let not be else summer. Come and learn to dance. Bule, bule. Bule, bule.
Wole bole. Wole bole.